Hello, Dr. Ray. Welcome back to episode 9, Ingredients for a Better Life, New Year's Eve edition. How you doing, Doc? How was your holiday? How was Christmas? Everything good?
I'm doing great, Chef Jay. Thank you for having me back to the show. And since I know that I'm going to be coming every week, I have some slides for us just in case you have some questions for the viewers or the callers. I'll do my best to share a slideshow.
And to jump right into it this week, I've had a couple people call in with the same repeated question saying, I don't have genetic hair loss. I don't have any history of it in my family, but yet I have this patchy area. I have this, maybe it's my barber. Maybe it's, So the question is, I don't have genetic hair loss in my family, but I have hair loss. How will Stop and Regrow work for me?
Perfect. Jay, do you have hair loss?
Yes.
If the answer is yes, you've come to the only place on earth that can treat it. That's Stop and Regrow. What do we do at Stop and Regrow? We stop your hair loss. Right. How do we do it, Jay? We discover the cause. Jay, it doesn't matter if it's genetic. It doesn't matter if it's not genetic. It doesn't matter if your barber did it. It doesn't matter if your barber didn't do it. It doesn't matter if it's your hair shampoo. Doesn't matter if you're a bad friend. Doesn't matter because if you combed it too hard, Jay. It doesn't matter if you slept on it too wrong. We at Stop and Regrow can discover the cause, but we must do your blood work to discover the cause that your barber caused the hair loss. But once I figure out the cause inside your blood work regarding your barber causing it, I can create a supplement that will reverse your barber causing the hair loss, Jay.
Okay. So you have some slides to put up, Doc?
I've got some slides too, Jay. I want to have a good time because this is the end of 2021, and I'm hoping that people are learning from your show, and that knowledge and science is replacing superstition on Earth. And Jay, there are only 92 atoms or elements in the entire universe. There have only been those same 92 since we've ever been here, and that's all that there ever are. When those two atoms hold hands, they become molecules. We are made of molecules. Only for the last 20 years have we had the technology using X-rays to be able to see ourselves under a microscope using an X-ray, and we are made of molecules. So today we use math and science to review the molecules. We move the molecules around and the cells respond 100% of the time. Every single person that has come in and done blood work, by the end of the year, we gather enough evidence to prove to them beyond a shadow of a doubt that we have reversed whatever caused barber causing it with a bad haircut. The supplement will reverse it, Jay. And if it's genetic, we can reverse that as well. So the blood work is the key. And that was the point I wanted to make today.
Very good as well. The word is getting out slowly. This was the first week actually from, doing the video consults, people, from the website, people calling in more often now with FaceTime and with Zoom and everything, that they're saying, hey, look, I've seen the Instagram, I've seen the videos. Sign me up for the blood work because I want to know what's going on with this enzyme thing. If I have it, I want to know what's going on with my A1C. I want to know what's going on with my hormone panel. So, I was all ready to give them the full spiel, and they said, I already seen it. Just sign me up. So, so it's getting out there. So that's good.
Very good. So I'll have a couple of slides to go over, Jay. But the Middle East over in Europe and Middle East, they're known for being scientists, and unfortunately, in the United States and Australia and some of the other developing parts, we're not as scientific, and we're doing our best to impart the scientific principles. In the part 1 consult or the part 2, we go over the scientific principle of the first law of thermodynamics, Jay, and we talk about how that simple first law of thermodynamics can be applied to the human body. Imagine telling someone about that in a part 1 when you came in to learn about hair loss.
Yeah, sure.
So we've got an uphill battle to go over. We've seen this one, right, Jay?
Yeah.
All right. The Martians, each week, they come to visit us. And the one in the middle, Jay, he wants to share it with his friends. So how do you grow hair? You come to Stop and Regrow. But this image here, cells, right? Cells are things that you see in the mirror, right?
Yep.
Cells are using wavelengths of light bouncing off cells for us to see things out of the mirror that get lodged in our eyeball. But those cells are made of smaller molecules, okay? And those molecules are made from nutrition. And the nutrition is controlled by your DNA. And that's molecular medicine. So DNA is your biomolecular fingerprint.
Right.
So if you think about your hair loss, it is, as you mentioned, an enzymatic cause. We now call it age. AGE. Yeah. Is it aging? Yeah, when you get older, the enzyme actually gets worse. Sometimes it happens when you're younger. Sometimes nutrition can cause it. Maybe, Jay, a bad barber haircut could make the enzyme unbalanced before it was supposed to, but it could also be genetics. That's also the cause. But there's miniaturization. That's the one thing they can see is, Jay, the hair is no longer where it was. There's something going on. There's miniaturization in those zones, in the top 5 zones, and they'll learn about those top 5 zones in the Part 1 consult. And the Part 5, the 5 zones. So what I would ask, Jay, is if someone has a receding hairline, come to Stop and Regrow. If someone has that crown, that spot no one likes in the back of their head, come to Stop and Regrow. If someone has general thinning all over, come to Stop and Regrow. Jay, I think it's first come in and let's discover your pattern, and then we look under the blood work. People ask, well, doctor, you've got such a nice head full of hair. Why you? Necessity is the mother of invention. Plato said that in the Republic.
That's right.
So that was my hair loss was I was thinning, and I noticed that it was happening, and I realized I had to do something about it. So a banana, people say, doctor, is your program natural? I said, well, is a banana natural? Look at all the chemical ingredients inside a natural banana.
Sure.
So the word ingredient, chemical, natural, molecule, all the same, Jay. That's the point that we want to make today.
Absolutely.
The human body today, we know every single atom that the human body is made of, the proportion of every single element inside the human body. We know every single chemical or molecule found inside every atom inside the human body. We understand there's 100 trillion cells, but there's only 200 different types of cells, Jay.
Right. So why the blood? I've had someone ask today, well, why, there's other nutrition programs out there that are checking.
Jay, this country, unfortunately, is what they call a godless country. Less than 3% of people go to church 1 day a week, and less than 1% of people read the Bible every day. So Leviticus 17:11, the life of the flesh is where, Jay?
In the blood.
Is in the blood.
Everything is coming from the blood. Your hair follicles, everything is fed from the blood, right? That's the system that's feeding everything. But
you're absolutely right.
People just say, why can't we check urine? Why can't we check fecal matter? Why can't we do anything but the blood? But
God wrote his story once, and it's there for all to learn.
I'm not sure you can beat that one either, Doc, that story, right? So
that's the best story that's out there.
So, and also I understand that we still have a little time left for people, first responders, veterans, frontline people that are out there with the COVID that can still take advantage of that offer that you had. So there's still
Absolutely,
time. There's still time for that.
I wish people would share the message, and what's hard is getting the message across. So if people are listening to the message and they've got a friend that has receding hairline, if they've got a friend that has the crown loss, if they've got a friend that has barber haircut hair loss, if they've got a friend, they can share the message with the person that is the first responder or someone that is out here helping people in need. And we would love to offer the discounts to those people. I think every person should have a valuable job or employment where they do feel valued to society. So we'd love to offer a discount to everyone that feels valued to society, Jay.
That's great. So the message is slowly getting out there. Like I said, this was the first week where people have called in and I'm ready to throw, hey, okay, let me explain this all to you. And they say, I already know, sign me up. So it's getting better and the word's getting out there slowly. And Doc, have a very happy New Year, stay safe, and we'll check in with you after the New Year's.
You got it, Jay. Another trip around the sun, right?
That's it.
Happy New Year.
All right, you too, Doc. God bless. We'll talk to you soon.